Fresh from the showcase here at SwissWatchExpo, and I've got a new favorite Navitimer dial, and I'm going to show it to you right now. It's been a minute since I've done a Breitling video, and I can think of no better way to sort of break that cold streak than with this beautiful limited edition Breitling with the Stratos Gray dial. This was made back in 2018, limited to just 1,000 pieces. Now, Breitling does have a ton of limited edition watches, and they don't necessarily have to commemorate anything, which I think is great because who needs an occasion to celebrate such a beautiful watch when everyone's special. This one in particular, not many of their limited edition watches look like this. The Stratos Gray is such an incredible rich color, and it gives you just enough contrast with the black of the subdials here. And of course, red accents, which I'm a huge fan of, gives you just the right burst of color to really see. And it does really help you navigate the slide rule, which I'll admit does make, just the Navitimer in general, one of the busiest dials that you can really do. So you kind of have to love that to appreciate this. But I can think of no better way than with really just a rich depth of really dark color here with the Stratos Gray. Another thing to consider about this is it's a 48 millimeter case. This is a monster, as you can see holding it in my hands here. So if you're a big fan of the Navitimer World, the 46 millimeter GMT, this is definitely in the similar vein in that it does also have a GMT complication in addition to the chronograph. But you'll see it's a different movement, and we actually do have the subdials positioned on the lower half of the dial here at 3, 6, and 9, which I am a big fan of. If I have to take a preference there, then this is it. If you really were not a fan of the layout of the Navitimer World, then this is one you really need to consider because you're getting everything plus an extra 2 millimeters, so a little bit more, in a really unique case, really rare piece, and an absolute delight for the eyes, if I've ever seen so myself. It does also have the limited edition number engraved on the side here, so it is limited to 1,000 pieces that ran back in 2018. And this incredible this incredible movement, it's a Breitling B04 movement, which includes the GMT function, and an incredible 70 hours of power reserve. So this is really not one you're going to have to think a lot about. They fit a lot in here, and there is a lot to look at, again, because the case is 48 millimeters wide, and we do have this entire thing to sort of expose this movement here. This is a pretty straightforward Navitimer, but it's a lovely one, and again, not like anything you're going to see. Very modern type of look, incredibly contemporary, and just a real rich depth of color. I completely forgot to mention that date window at 5 o'clock. I love that they nestled it in there right in between these two subdials, and it does have a white font on there, so you really do get to see the date. Again, real subtle, but it does cut through all of the sort of noise of the dial, as it were. But again, you've got to love that noise if you love the Navitimer, and this is one of the most special ones I've ever seen. So 48 millimeters is a pretty large one, but then again, you've got to like a larger case if you are in the market for a Breitling. And we've got a ton of them, not just this one. It's the only one I've ever seen, but as you know, we've got dozens of Navitimers in stock, variety of complications, a variety of straps, bands, what have you. There's just such a wealth of variety to have in the Navitimer line, and this is just one of the fantastic examples we have right now. So give us a call, check us out on our website, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you have about any Breitlings or anything else at SwissWatchExpo.com.